Good morning. It's Monday morning, and my oh my, Mondays are always a crazy day for me to make sure I get to work on time and get Adrian to daycare on time, or before school program on time. Oh my god, Mondays. I hate Mondays. Anyway, I have a couple of topics. One is kind of not related to my vegan journey or whatever. It's just more of I just want to get a little perspective on what other people might think who may or may not share my view. I live in a condo complex. So we have a strata in our building. Anyway, I once was the vice president of our council. Anyway, so we have like an underground visitor parking area, and we also have parking spots out front of our building that are marked. We just recently had them painted. No overnight parking, 30-minute parking. We marked one as a handicap spot, and one is like a loading zone kind of spot. Anyway, I should preface this by saying I stepped down from council back in July. I'm just too busy to keep up with doing that as well, so I decided to let that go. Anyway, since we adopted these, we have rules for the parking. You can't park in the visitor parking if you're a resident, blah, 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 things like that. So, of course, there are some people, and our building is probably 50% renters. Nothing bad to say about renters. I was a renter before I bought this condo, so nothing to say about that. But I find that there are certain residents, whether they're owners or renters, because they do things equally as much, they're always parking in the visitor parking for days. Or like this one guy that's been parking out front of our building like all week. He's been there parked overnight, like all day, all night type of thing. And the last 2 days, like over the weekend, he was parked in the handicap spot like all weekend, overnight, the entire weekend. Like, it's ridiculous. And nobody on council, like, I used to monitor the parking when I was on council, me and my husband, because if you're going to put rules on something, you have to monitor it. And, we don't want to be, like, harsh, but people need to know that the visitor parking, and, it's for visitors. It's not for you because you're too lazy to go downstairs and park in your own parking spot. So, yeah, there should be consequences. And anyway, so we used to monitor, and we put these notices on the cars, and, it worked for the most part, but there always were those people that would just say whatever and just did it. So anyway, long story short, I am fed up with the same people doing the same stuff all the time, not having any consequence other than getting a letter in the mail from the strata manager saying, "Oh, bad boy, don't park there. You're not supposed to park there." And then it doesn't work anyway. So I was fed up. So yesterday I called the towing company that's supposed to be monitoring the parking. And I said, "Okay, we'll send somebody out to check it out." I don't think that anybody showed up, because this morning when I went out to take my dog out, the one guy is still parked in the same, taking up 2 spots in the visitor parking area. Then the other guy is still parked in the handicap spot outside. So I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. So then I called Unito again this morning, gave them shit, and finally they sent someone and they towed those 2 cars. So I was good. I was happy that happened. But I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think in a condo like this, where there's a large visitor parking area, that there should be rules, or should it just be, and even out front, like, should there be rules? Like, should we be posting signs? And I can understand having to have a handicap parking spot, because that's like a city bylaw, you have to have that. But all the other spots, like, is it worth having rules attached to something if nobody is going to monitor it and people are just going to do what they want to do? What do you think? Like, am I wrong by being upset about this? Like, I don't think I am, but I don't know. I just want to know what people think. And then the other thing, lately I have been, this kind of goes out to Cookie Taylor specifically, because she had a video that I watched over the weekend about, how she's been doing, and she was saying that, she doesn't know if she should be, kind of made a comment that she doesn't know if she should be posting her journey on YouTube because, she has had struggles and, up and down with certain things, and she felt a little embarrassed that she hasn't been further along in her journey than she is at this particular moment in time. And I just wanted to kind of respond to that, because that upset me, because to see somebody be so open and so honest about their struggles and to show that to the world, essentially, because she has a lot of followers, I think that's wonderful. Like, I don't think she should change a single thing of what she does, because she is inspiring so many people, like myself included, because I've been, making the transition, or whatever you want to say, for quite a while too, and I haven't had the greatest successes either, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to show people what I'm going through, because you know what, showing somebody your struggles and you falling down but then getting back up and keep going at it, that is more inspirational than anybody that I watch that starts making YouTube videos after the fact, or when they're almost at their goal and then they start making a YouTube channel. To me, that's not real. To me, that is not showing the real journey. Like, everybody has struggles. You can't say that you just decided to give up eating all this junk food one day overnight and then all of a sudden you never go back to it again. I mean, maybe there are people that can do that, but sorry, I don't think majority of the people can do that. I think we all struggle with addictions, food addictions, emotional eating, all this baggage that we have for why we are the way we are at this moment in time, and we struggle. So I would much rather watch somebody who is putting it all out there, so to speak, and being honest about their journey. I have so much more respect for that than watching somebody who is making videos after the fact, like after they've gone through the journey and they've gone through the struggles, they've gone through their moments where, they almost fell off or they ate something, like, I want to see that. I want to see that part of someone's journey, because that's real. So, Cookie, keep doing what you're doing. You are keeping it real, and you are inspiring so many people. Maybe you don't realize that, but you are. Like, you have accomplished so much. Like, you're climbing friggin' Mount Everest. Come on. I can barely climb like a hill, like I would never even fathom attempting to climb Mount Everest, whether it's to the base camp or to the summit or whatever. Even the other mountains that you're doing, like Mount Snowdon or whatever, like closer to where you live, like I could never do that. So I admire the fact that you're doing it, and oh my God, you totally inspire me. So don't even feel ashamed for a second. You are doing what we are all doing. We are all on this journey together. We are all struggling together, and we will all do this together. So let's just support each other and just forget about all the other stuff. Like, who cares if somebody overnight decides to become a raw vegan or a vegan or whatever. They decide to stop doing something. They decide to stop smoking. So tomorrow they just quit. Like, for most people, that's not realistic. For most of us, we're going to have struggles. And for those people who are willing to put that out there and make a video about it and share that with so many people, that's courageous. And I have nothing but really good things to say about that. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because, I struggle. I'm here. I'm going to keep making videos whether I have a good week or a bad week. It doesn't matter because I want to document it more for myself. And I know that some people that watch my channel will relate to that. So that's why I want to be relatable. And I think the more honest you are about your journey and about your struggles, the more relatable you are to the majority of the people. So that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, I got to get to work. I'm already late, of course. I hope you all have a great day, and until the next video, talk to you later. Bye.